Hi, this is Poster Girl. Welcome to Beyond Bandwives. These episodes are about independent, trailblazing women who are creative, self-assured, and community-minded. Ladies that are inspiring, intelligent, and have learned to take control of their own destiny. They are beautiful and bold, both inside and out, and are the very women I hope to emulate. Welcome to Bandwives and Beyond. Ms. Angie Kendrick Clark has graciously agreed to sit down and talk with us today. And
Thank you.
so, why don't you sort of tell us just a little bit background about yourself, about where you are, what you do these days, and something.
Well, my husband Chris and I opened the Vintage Dog here in Boiling Springs about 2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of COVID.
Yes.
Didn't really know how that was going to go, but
Not intentionally.
It just happened, and we had gotten to the point where we had to open.
Yeah.
I already got all the alcohol, so we had to do something. But I think it's been fun, and it's been successful. I'm glad we did it. Timing may not have been perfect, but here we are.
There you go.
And a little bit about what we do here. We just have the live music. That's kind of what started us here.
And the Vintage Dog is in Boiling Springs.
It is in Boiling Springs, and it came about because Chris and I like to travel.
Okay.
So we would always go to little bars and things in little towns. We made a pact that we did not do like commercial stuff. It had to be little hometown local venues that we wanted to go to.
Mm-hmm.
So we started doing that and fell in love with it.
Yeah.
So, of course, when I said we wanted to open it, my dad was like, you've got to have live music.
That's right.
Because that's what I was growing up. I was raised with live music. So that's what brought us here.
It all kind of came together.
It did.
So you've mentioned your dad. So a lot of people probably already know who your father, but why don't you tell us who your dad is and was and his legacy?
My dad's Buster Kendrick.
Yep.
And to me, he's the best guitar player there was.
I think that's about lots of people hold that.
Yeah, but I'm the youngest of the family.
Are you?
I have a brother and a sister. I think it skipped a generation on the musical talent because my nieces and nephew have it. But we've all took a little bit. Like I tried to learn to play the guitar. Yeah. Carter played the piano. Phil played the guitar, but we didn't have it like my dad did.
Yeah.
But he traveled the world or just playing music. And he started out first. Well, he worked a full-time job.
Yeah.
He started just like most bands, playing it at night, rehearsals at night. Then he started
because he loved it.
Doing it because I don't remember
about it.
him ever not playing an instrument during the day.
Okay.
I mean, he played continuously.
All day.
But then he started, he worked with Jim Owen doing a Hank Williams tribute.
Yeah.
So they traveled doing that, and I think he got the travel bug then.
Yeah.
So then he moved to Nashville and did some things there in Nashville. Played for some.
Did you guys get to travel? Did your brother and sister get to travel with you and your mom?
Yeah.
With him and your mom, too?
We did travel with them a lot.
Yeah.
We got to see some really neat places and do some things. But we did it when we were younger. When I got a little bit older, I didn't think it was as cool.
Yeah, I know.
Now, looking back, I wished I had.
I know. Isn't that crazy how we do that sort of stuff whenever you're young, and then you just think you know everything, but you don't.
Yeah.
So what was one of your favorite places that you guys got to visit?
Well, I enjoyed Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah.
We were the little brats backstage back then running around. But it was a funny story with my dad. When he moved out there, Chris and I had probably been married about 6 years.
Okay.
So we were going to go see Mom and Dad, and we were going to go to the Opry and meet them because he was playing that night.
Okay.
So we were.
And you and Chris were living.
We were living here in Shelby.
Yeah. Okay.
We actually were living in their house as we built our house.
Oh yeah.
So
nice. Yeah.
But in order to get in backstage of the Grand Ole Opry, there used to be like a little guard shack This has been 30 years ago. I'm sure all that's changed. But you had to pull in, walk up to them and tell them your name, and a member of the Grand Ole Opry had to get you in.
Okay, yeah.
So Dad said he played for Dottie West at the time, and they were getting ready to go have a show that night. So he said, well, I'll call Dottie and get you in.
Okay.
I said, okay, because we're going to eat. We'll meet you there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as Daddy and Dottie got there at the same time, he said, thanks for getting Angie in. She said, oh, my God, I forgot.
Oh, no.
Well, we didn't have cell phones or anything then. So Dad was going to go run in to see if we had gone back to their house since we couldn't get in. So when he walked in, he saw me and Chris backstage.
Oh, my gosh.
And he said, how'd y'all get in? So, I don't know. We just walked in and said, Chris Clark. And he said, well, I don't know what kind of pool you have. Come to find out, they have an anchor, a newsman. His name was Chris Clark. And he was coming there tonight to do an interview. And we just got in by him. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, it was funny because my daddy was like, how in the world? Here we were sitting back there eating.
It's like, yeah, we're fine. Yeah. We're fine.
We had no idea.
That's funny. I wonder if the other Chris Clark had, like somebody go, you're already here, Dad.
I don't know. That's probably one of our funniest things.
That's funny. That is. So, but since this podcast is featuring you too, I thank you for sharing about your dad and stuff. I know that he's a big part of who you are.
Oh, yeah, he is.
And what you are. So, you've told us a little bit about the vintage dog here, and it's a really cool place, and you guys are really great to the local bands that are around here. They all enjoy playing here. So, and I know you guys are expanding a little bit too, so that should be super fun.
I was really hoping it would be done by now. We were shooting for January 1st.
Yeah.
Not having it right at the moment, but it's still underway. We've got most of it torn out, but anytime you do stuff like that, you get little hiccups here and there.
Oh, yeah, you do. It's things that you can't possibly, you try to plan for everything and anticipate as much as you can, but there's always something that shows up. Always. So, so I won't tell you to pick your favorite band that you've had up here. I will not put you on the spot there. But do you have a favorite genre of music? Just like when you get in the car every day, you turn that radio on, or you put on your Spotify, or your Apple Music.
Mine is classic rock.
Mm-hmm. Okay, all right, yeah. Well, you're wearing
that's right.
the Stones T-shirt here,
right,
so yeah. Have you been to?
I did not go.
Shows?
I did not go to that one. I had a friend who went. He got me a shirt.
That was nice. So classic rock is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I like classic rock too.
Yeah.
That's always a big go-to for me.
Now we have a lot of different genres here, and there's not. I don't think there's anything that's been bad.
No, I mean, I'm always amazed at the talent.
Yeah, the talent that's around this area is unbelievable. Mm-hmm. Even at our karaoke.
Yes.
This past Thursday, it was like, oh my gosh.
Some good voices, some good vocalists. Shifting a little bit more to you, when people think of you, what would you like for them to think of? What do you want them to remember you? How do you want them to remember you?
Well, I would like to think, I hope, they thought I was nice.
Yes.
Or that I tried to make everybody welcome.
Yeah. You do. You're always like that around here.
I guess I love this so much. I just want everybody else to love it too.
Well, it shows, and you do.
Thank you.
You do exhibit that a lot.
Thank you.
I know you have a full-time job working here. So do you work? Everything you do is here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I used to work right before this. I was in an office at a greenhouse.
Okay.
Loved my job, but it's time for me to do something a little different.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
well, this has definitely become a full-time job.
It is.
For you.
It is. And I'm here just every morning. I'm here, and then I used to work the bar. But we have some great bartenders now, so I just kind of let them do it, and I get to enjoy the people and stuff like that. So
that's good.
Even though it's still 24 hours a day, I still have time to where I can mingle and
enjoy.
And Chris and I just went to the beach this past weekend.
Oh, did you?
Which we haven't done. On a weekend since we started.
Okay. Oh,
so
good.
I was nervous for it, but we did, and everything went well.
Wonderful. So what beach do you go to?
We went to Carolina Beach this time.
Did you? Okay. So just because you love the beach, or is that usually like, okay, we got a couple of days to get away, we're gonna
That's
do
usually
that?
what it is.
Okay.
Just go where we can if we
Yeah.
have a couple days.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But with Sunday, Monday off, we do get to do that a little bit more. But
Yeah.
Chris works 50 hours at another job.
I knew he worked
so.
elsewhere too. So yeah, he's a busy man.
Mm-hmm.
Busy. You both are, but that does sometimes that time doesn't quite line up. So
Right.
So tell me a little bit about your family. You got kids. You guys have.
We do. We have Jade, who recently got married to another musician, Andrew Saltz. So now we have a new son also, but and then we have another son, Tanner, who's in App.
Okay,
so,
he's at Appalachia.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So
and he works here when he's home.
When he's home, he's old enough to work here.
He does, yeah. Well, he's 19.
Okay, yeah.
He can finally serve.
So you can serve. I don't know what all those laws
he can
are. Just know that you can't do it whenever you're underage, under 18. So yes, get him home and get him working a little bit.
Yeah. At first, he did not like this idea. But,
really?
No, he did not at all. But now he likes it. So we went to look at colleges, and we went to Western, and they had a little bar that had just closed down.
Okay.
So the little tour guide said, if y'all know anybody wants to open the bar, and I looked at Tanner, he said, you better not even think about it.
If you do that here, I'm definitely not going to the school.
That's right. But he's better with that now.
Well, good.
I think it embarrassed him at first.
Yes.
Mom and Daddy being old.
My parents' next door neighbor, it was the year I turned 20, and the lady turned 40 that year, and I made some comment about her being twice as old as me, and her husband piped up and said, well, 10 years ago she was 3 times as old as you. So I thought, well, he put me in my place because he said, you're just catching up, girl.
That's right.
Don't. Be careful. So it does. It all catches up.
Yeah, don't take long either.
So does Chris have a favorite song or favorite genre of music? What is his
is rock.
Y'all fight it?
Nah, his is classic rock. It's funny because he was not into music real big until we got together.
Oh, okay, until y'all, yeah.
And then he kind of had to because my whole family did.
Yeah,
so.
I know. You certainly probably introduced obviously a side to music that he'd never seen, but then also introducing him to music, or then even just how it's even done.
Yeah.
I know. There's any a lot of comparison, but when I married my Chris, I have learned a lot. I learned a lot more about music. I just used to turn the radio on.
Yeah.
We didn't pay attention. I didn't hardly ever buy anything. I just listened to the radio or whatever. But never knew there was so much stuff out there sometimes.
I know.
Sarah, a few months ago, you guys did a thing on your Facebook about on the Vintage Dog Facebook about a local charity.
Charities.
Yeah. So tell me about that. How did that come up, and what did you? Do you have a particular passion or favorite cause?
I don't know that I have a favorite. Anything with children, I do. Yeah. I just have that's what I started doing, was working with children at, pre-K.
Oh, okay.
That was my very first career. But anything with children, and what we want to do is bring awareness to a local charity each month. Okay. So we are on our second one. The first one was Lorcan Morris's Foundation.
Okay.
Now we are on Madison Childhood Cancer Foundation.
Okay.
And what I did, like you said, I put it on my Facebook, and everybody just kind of commented and told me some things. So I just made a list. So I'm just going down the list and getting in touch with them. And
I think that's awesome.
Whatever the charity is, the foundation or whatever they feel comfortable of how we bring awareness to it. Whether right now we're doing a half and half raffle. Okay. So that, if you don't feel comfortable doing that, we'll do whatever you would want us to do.
You try to communicate with whatever the thing is, the foundation, or
Lorcan
whatever.
Was friends with Clay Walker, so it worked out well that we could do that.
Yeah.
And we auctioned a guitar off for that. So whatever, the people feel like that we could help them do. Yeah. That's what we do.
So like you said, this month you're doing a half and half raffle. Does that go on the whole, if you do a half and half, or are you just selling the tickets the entire month?
The whole entire month. We will
Okay.
do the dry one on January 31st at 10
Okay.
o'clock after we close.
Okay.
And just a regular half and
Yeah.
half. We get nothing. It goes straight to
It all goes
straight to the foundation.
Yeah. So that people can look and check out
Mhm.
your Facebook page and sort of have already know, all right, this is what they're doing, so they can look for it. I think it was a really smart and cool way. I thought that you asked for a list instead of you just kind of going around, and you thought, okay, well, let's get people, because that kind of gets people passionate about things too.
And there's a lot that I didn't know about.
Oh gosh, I know.
I'm going to one. I was supposed to go last week, and I had my meeting went over, but to go talk to someone that I didn't even know was out there.
Yeah,
so I can't wait to hear about their, and get it out there so others can hear about it too.
Wonderful. So
I'm learning a lot.
Oh yeah. Well, everybody just keep checking out that Facebook page, Vintage Dog Facebook page, to see about that. So really, you don't have just one pet project. You're going to have lots of pet projects, aren't you?
Yeah.
So tell me about you mentioned your earlier career in pre-K. So what did you do?
I was a pre-K teacher.
You were a teacher.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Just
wow.
pre-K, but I did that for a long time. That was my passion out of school and stuff like that. And then, kind of as my kids were small, it worked out well.
It was great. Yeah.
So.
It is quite a noble profession, and I'm always grateful that there are people out there who could do it. I have to tell you, one of the things I said when COVID did hit was, oh, thank you, Jesus, that I do not have school-age children, because, oh, Lord, every day I just thought, I can't.
But it's
everything
funny
that everybody was going through with
your patients are better with your classes. When you
Yeah.
get home, you've had your days, you're tired, you get home, your patients are not there anymore. So that's where I had to start drawing the line. So,
make that difference. So, all
yeah,
right.
I've done a little bit of everything.
Yeah, you have.
But this is crazy. A bar is crazy. But
So here's my question: how much of your experience in pre-K has come into play here at the bar?
It is right there. We had a group of kids. Well, I say kids. They were 21. They were at college, and
young adults.
They call me Miss Angie.
Yeah,
and we have goldfish.
Okay,
that we serve
the
beer.
Yeah.
So they're back here. And they'll say, Miss Angie, can I get some goldfish? I said, y'all sound like my 5-year-old.
Yes.
So that was always a joke when they came in. Of course, they've graduated and moved on. That was our first set of college kids. But
so you guys have a good group. Every time I'm in here, I end up running into people that I don't normally see other times. So I think you have a pretty big.
We do. It's everybody says, oh, you're right there at the college, but we have the older college kids.
Yes.
We do have a group that likes to sing because we do trivia. We have karaoke. Mm-hmm. We did do open mic for a while. We're going to go back to that once a month with open mic hosts. Different people hosting.
Oh, that's nice.
So we could bring more genres and more things in. And they like to come over here too. So, but we don't have a big crowd of young people. It really depends on what we have going on that night.
Well, and if you think about it too, I guess, college, there's a few years in there that they're not 21.
They're really only able at their senior year.
Yes, yeah.
And then they come in and we get close with them, and then they have to leave us.
Then they're gone.
So
that's another thing you take away from your teaching days. That's
and it's funny
for a year, and then you go.
Yeah. They'll leave. They'll come back and see us.
Do they?
Yeah,
that's nice.
So
it's fun.
It is. And we get friends with their parents. When their parents come to see them,
right?
They'll hang out here. We become friends with them. So
it is.
That's my favorite part about it, that we've met so many.
That you've met so many people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. Who's the person that's been the furthest away? Do you know? I wonder who. Because sometimes they have students from way, but coming in here.
Sure. No, we have had some from who are here this year from New Zealand.
Oh, okay.
But I haven't met their parents.
Yeah.
But the kids.
But the kids you have. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Although that's
pretty.
That's a long way. I didn't know
they
that they had students from New Zealand. I always think, how did you end up in little old Boiling Springs, North Carolina?
I know.
So talk to a little bit more here. We'll tie back into some of your favorites. I'm going to ask you, what's your favorite color?
Yellow.
Yellow. Do you have a favorite book?
I'm not sure about a book. I'm not sure.
No, that would be a hard one for me to answer too. It was usually the last one that I read.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. We're doing a book club with my family. Trying to do some things with Mom.
Yeah.
And I can't even remember what the name of that book is, but we have the club meeting tomorrow night, and I'm reading it.
It's a good book.
It's a good book. I can't remember the name of it. Because my mind is always on something
else.
Yeah.
So, what's your favorite season?
Fall.
Fall. Always fall. Did you have a favorite song that you like to hear your dad play? That he was part of?
I don't. Yeah, there's several.
It's hard to pinpoint.
Yeah.
What would you go back and tell 15-year-old Angie? There's no rules. You can say anything you want to say.
I don't know. Maybe take chances a little earlier.
Okay.
I think.
Chances. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was just always so scared to. I waited till I was 50 to
open up your business if you wanted to open up. So.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you mentioned earlier that you guys used to do some traveling, and you would go to like local spots and things like this. Do you have a favorite place that you went to there? Could pinpoint?
I can't pinpoint places there. It's been
or city, I guess town.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Of course, Chris likes New Orleans.
Oh, does he?
He likes the jazz and stuff like that. So that would be his favorite. Mine, I'm not really sure. It was neat going there because we got to see like the first bar in that area.
Yeah.
So I was like, we've got the first bar in this area.
Yeah, you are.
Maybe somebody will come far away to see it one day.
Be the New Orleans of Cleveland County.
Yeah.
So, how many times have you guys been to New Orleans?
We've just been there once.
Just one time. Mm-hmm. We had planned a trip that we were going to go after Christmas. And then the weather was, what the weather was like. And we had the option to, rebook the tickets and without any penalties and stuff. So we decided we better take it. So we haven't been yet, but we will be there. So
y'all will enjoy the music there.
Yes.
And all the little
part of
venues and stuff
that we would like to go.
And the food.
Yes, the food and just the architecture and the art of it all. I think will be just lots of fun. It'll be different for us. Different place to go. I've always been a beach person. Love the beach. That's the first place I'll pick most of the time. Like, let's go to the beach. So when your kids and things were growing up, did they do much traveling?
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys do
Well, at that time we had a place at the beach.
Oh, so, nice. Okay.
I think they got burned out on the beach there. But yeah, we went, since my hours were with their hours.
Yeah.
They would get out of school and then we would go for like 2 weeks and Chris would come when he got finished working that week. And so we did that a lot.
My mom was a school teacher too, and my grandparents had a place, and we did that. Like we would be down there for 2.5 weeks at a time. It was nice. We had a good time. I always loved it. Because I'm going to ask you this question, and it is just, again, there's no rules for any of it. You can say anything you want to say, but tell me what your guilty pleasure is.
That's my guilty pleasure.
Mm-hmm. You can give me the general answer, then you can give me the salacious answer.
Mine is just sitting at home doing nothing. I don't have to worry about anything. That is mine.
That is nice.
See, I'm a very boring person.
You're not boring at all.
That's probably because I don't get to rest and stuff very much.
No. Well, and because you said that you made the comment of not having to worry about anything that. Bar's taken care of. Don't have to worry about your kids.
Right.
Your mom's doing okay. Your brother and sister, everybody around you. And Chris is doing all right. And all you have to do is just sit back and have that Calgon moment. So I think a lot of women wouldn't say that, but, not having to worry about anything or think about it. So it is a nice feeling some days to say. Whether it's your to-do list or your worry list. Are you a worrier?
I am.
Are you? Mm-hmm. So is Chris a worrier?
No.
Yeah. He says you're doing enough for both of you.
Yeah.
Well, that's why y'all are together. That's what did it. So, Angie, I have really enjoyed our time together, and thank you so much for sharing about your dad and some of your fun times with him. I'll have to ask Chris the next time I see him if he's been writing any articles lately. I still wonder if the other Chris Clark guy talked about this. I think that's hilarious. So fun thing. So, and the Vintage Dog is a super fun place to be.
Well, thank you.
We enjoy our time.
We love having y'all.
So yeah, and
I think you booked a little bit more too.
Yeah, I think they did this year.
Looking forward to it.
Get in the car and turn your classic rock on and just bebop down the road and have a great night.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Angie.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for listening to Beyond Bandwives. Look for our next episode. Until then, this is Poster Girl wishing you a beautiful, badass life.